Um, yeah, let me see if I can do,
Share your screen.
is that okay? Okay.
And then there's another box that comes up. Put a little check mark for sharing your sound.
Okay. Share sound.
Mm,
Okay, so share. And then
there
I
we
need
go.
to go into finale.
Right.
Um, I guess I do it here. Usually I access finale from,
From down
um,
below or
well,
from Windows? Okay.
I thought I had it like at the bottom, down here somewhere.
Yeah, that's what
But
I was looking.
apps, here we go. Finale, right here.
There.
Okay. So can you see my finale opening up?
Yes.
Okay. So here is my finale right here. Okay, so here's the song that I have.
Uh-huh.
Now it started out as the song is actually written Honey Girl. And I
Ah.
believe it's from 1917. So the theme of the song is about a man who's getting ready to go off to war.
Ah.
And he goes to the movie pictures, and I've changed the lyrics quite a lot.
Uh-huh.
Um, he went to the movies and he sang at the movie theater, and everybody loved it, and he won the prize. And he sang a song about how much he was missing his girl, how much he loved his girl. And then the chorus starts out with, and this is what we were singing when I left. This is the
Oh.
song I sang for you.
Yeah.
So I'm changing it to it's a woman singing to a man because of course I'm writing this for women.
Mm-hmm.
So she starts out that music is the perfect way to say I love you to the one who is my everything, the one who sets my heart to sing. And here's our pickup. I won the first prize at the karaoke show, was feeling so blue. Baby, I was missing you. The song I sang came from my heart, and so it rang true. Oh, honey, then I knew I love you.
Ah.
Yeah, and then here's my little yes, it's true that and my the bass pickup. And I haven't finished. Well, I
Yeah.
finished the words, but I didn't actually get them into the score yet.
Mm-hmm.
But my words, where are my words? Come on, Liz. Where do they put them? So I'll play it for you so you can hear how it sounds now.
Yeah.
Okay, but here's my cut time, and originally it was 2/4.
Uh-huh.
Can you
Uh,
hear it?
no, I don't hear any sound. Did you check the little box that said,
Share sound? I
yeah.
did.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Mm, oh, there we go. Oh, now I can hear it a little bit. It's kind of like, oh, maybe it's my,
Oh, bad.
let me switch to something else here. Hmm. Let me try this pair.
Can you hear it now?
I just hear a lot of static.
Oh no.
Oh, I can hear it.
On there. Oh, I wonder if I have the chord this. No, I don't have that. Something sounds wrong there.
Oh, that was
Oh,
louder.
that's the problem. Okay, that's in the bass. So I just have to correct a note here.
Okay.
There we go. All right. How about if I just play it on my keyboard since you actually
Sure.
heard that? Okay. So here we go. Um,
I don't hear anything.
Can't hear that?
Oh,
Can't hear my keyboard playing?
once in a while it goes boop, 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 boop. How about can you email this to me as an attachment?
Yeah, maybe I should do that.
Maybe we can hear it from this end.
Okay. Wow, wonder why you can't hear this.
That is weird. Do you have
Okay,
like
so
a little thing up at the top corner that says original sound for musicians in the top left corner? Does it
mm,
say that?
no.
See, so I turned that on because that's the way I'm supposed to hear you better. Hmm.
No, I don't have that. Oh, what a bummer. What a bummer. Okay, so let me see if I can email this to you.
Okay.
Um, okay. I want to go into this one right here. Okay. And this would be in, where do I keep this? Ranging. I'm still sharing my screen, right?
Yes.
Okay, let's see. Arranging, this would be in, yes, this program. 20, 20. This is terrible.
If you go back to your finale and do save as, it'll show you where it is.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I know what you mean. Okay. But I thought that I put it in here. Okay, so you're saying go back to finale and
Mm-hmm. And go to file and do save as, and the box will come up and it shows you where you saved it.
my arrangements, Honey Boy for female voices. Okay, so
Yeah.
it's in my arrangements. Okay. Um, okay, let's go back to this and do this again. And it's in something called My Arrangements,
Hmm.
which is in my documents. Okay. Arrangements.
So you too far and click on documents. There,
Yeah,
now look for it. Yeah.
my arrangements. Right there. Okay. And you know what I just saw? I
Hmm.
just saw my We Three Kings right here. Okay, but let's go back to this other one. That's down on the phone. Now, why is it not there? I don't see it there,
That
Jean.
is weird. Yeah, that is weird. All right, go back.
Oh my gosh.
Wait, go back into finale. Maybe we have
What a
to back
waste.
up some more. Do you have two things of documents on your computer?
You know what? I might have 5 or 6 of them.
Oh,
This is ridiculous. I don't have a problem usually.
yeah.
My arrangements. Oh my gosh, this is just
All right, go
ridiculous.
back to finale because we can back it up and look and see where it is.
Oh, okay. Do I do the save as again?
Yes.
Okay.
So it says,
Should I go back to
yeah,
this?
yes. And then it's in
Under arrangements.
arranging and then my arrangement. Okay,
Okay.
try that. Keep going back. So you're back to documents. And click on documents. Now go to arranging. Now my arrangements. There we go.
Ridiculous. Okay,
Yay.
funny boy for female voices. There it is, right there. Okay, so it's the one, this one here. This is the latest one.
All right. That might be these headphones. I'm going to switch back to these other earbuds. Yeah.
No, that's not the latest one. The latest one is the one that says cut time. Cut time 225 right there. That must be the latest one. Right there.
Double click. Yeah.
Oh, okay. There we go.
Yay.
Right. There you go.
I'll watch for it now. There it is.
You got it. Okay, great. Should I unshare my screen now?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, now what are you doing acting up? Come back here. Ah. Come on now. Download.
You see how big
Oh,
my
it is. Okay. Go away, go away. I'm having trouble with my finale now. There we go. Let's see. Let me back. Ah, there it is, honey boy. Yay. Okay, now let's see.
13, 14, 15, 16. Oh yeah. It does give me a 16 measure chorus.
Yeah,
I put it in cut time.
yeah. And because they're going to be visually looking at your music, that might not be a good idea. I think
Right.
it would still play the same, you know.
Yeah, it pretty much does. It does.
And the other thing is cut time is used like it's usually like at a fast tempo, a faster tempo. So if you do, you know, if you have eighth notes, it would be like da 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 in cut time. People would interpret it that way, but we can still play it. Now let's see if you can hear it. Let's see if it'll play. Oh shoot! Now wait a minute, I got to change that. Okay, just a minute here.
And my chords are mislabeled because I've been messing around with it and I haven't, of course, this is a work in progress. I haven't finished it yet. I know, and I know there's things missing. Like I didn't label where the verse starts and stuff.
Yeah, no problem. Let's see if this will play now. Oh, shoot, it's not playing. How about if we do this? Oh, how about if we do this? Ah! I think I have to close my finale and start again. It's being funky. All righty, let's see. I'll stop share for a minute. So I don't know. Maybe it's this piece, or maybe it's. Let's see.
Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah. Because when you were playing, could you hear it being played?
Oh yeah.
Oh, well then, okay. So it might be my bad finale or something then. Let me see. Let me open finale again and go from there. Maybe that'll help it.
That's not right.
Okay, let's see. Now if this does it. Hmm. That. Hmm. I guess we can do that. Oh shoot, then I can't see to play it. Oh wait, now I gotta go back to the other thing again. Shoot. Go back to here.
You can't hear my keyboard?
Nope. Well, oh, that you're playing now, but
Yeah.
it's jumping in and out. It goes boop, 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 boop. Oh, good. I got it to go. Yay. All right, here we go.
Hear that.
Ah, wait a minute. I want to be able to see it. Hold on. We're going to try something. Do it a little smaller so it'll fit in there. Move it up. There we go. Yeah, let's try again now.
I know there's wrong notes in there. And that's the end there. That's something that's gonna
Yeah.
change.
Yeah.
That's gonna change it.
Yeah.
All right.
So
So
if it's in 2/4, I would write it in 2/4.
you think I should keep it in 2/4?
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Okay. So the chorus words there,
Yeah.
words I have, let's see. So it rang true, oh honey, then I knew I love you. Um, let's see. Oh, honey, that I knew I love you. My heart was crooning, honey boy, for you. Here's the song that I was singing just for you. Honey boy, we'll be together. Honey boy, just you and I. We'll stroll again along the seashore where I kissed you and you whispered more. Honey boy, for you I'm yearning. You've got my head and my heart in a whirl, but it won't be long before I sing this song with my arms around you, sweet honey boy.
Oh, I see. You know what? Now the words don't rhyme because it's originally honey girl, right? And my heart was in a whirl. So da 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 honey girl, right? It was
Oh,
originally honey girl.
Um, my head. You know what? I'll have to check that. If the
Yeah.
whirl originally, whirl was the original lyrics there.
Right. And so
Uh,
I've been, so as you were saying the words of the chorus, I was listening for it to rhyme at the end of the phrase. And I thought, why isn't that rhyming? And but then you said the original thing was honey girl, right?
it was, yes.
So whirl rhymes with girl.
Mhm.
But read the words again for the chorus.
For the chorus, okay, so the chorus right here. Okay, at the pickup there, it's honey boy, honey boy, we'll be together. Let's see, where are we? Uh, Honey boy, just you and I, we'll stroll again along the seashore where I kissed you and you whispered more. Something like that.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
don't,
yeah,
you whispered more, and more is going to be in quotes.
yeah,
Huh, honey boy, for you I'm yearning. You've got my head and my heart in a whirl. Right there on the A7.
yeah,
There's the whirl. And then here's our echo. Something like
yeah,
but it won't be long before I sing this song with my arms round you, sweet honey boy, something like that.
yeah, 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 yeah.
So the world doesn't really rhyme with anything,
Right. So
but I don't
the,
know if it did in the original. Here's the original.
yeah, what are the words?
The original words are for the chorus.
Uh-huh.
Let's see. Honey girl, we'll be together. Honey girl, just you and I. We'll roam again through fields of clover where I kissed you and whispered goodbye, because there he's going off to war.
Yeah,
Honey,
I am.
honey girl, for you, I'm yearning. You've got my head and my heart in a whirl. So it is rhyming with girl. Honey girl, for you I'm yearning. You've got my head and my heart in a whirl. But it won't be long before I sing this song with my arms round my own honey girl.
Yeah. And the
So,
first part too, something about I and by or something, rhyme, but you changed the words.
girl, just you and I.
Yeah, you and I.
You and I will roam again through fields of clover where I kissed you and whispered goodbye.
Bye. See, you and I, goodbye.
Rhymes with you and I. Ah, okay. So
Yeah.
I have to
So
make changes maybe.
someplace where you said more, there was nothing there that rhymed with more.
Actually, I think there was something that rhymes with more, but maybe I've got my timing
Adore, maybe. Yeah.
as to what rhymes with what is might be
Yeah.
misplaced. Yeah,
Yes, I
seashore,
think so.
seashore. We'll stroll again along the seashore where I kissed you and you whispered more.
Ah.
More. I was thinking more would
Yeah, you're right. So read the lyrics that you have for the chorus.
uh honey boy, we'll be together. Honey boy, just you and I. We'll stroll again along the seashore where I kissed you and you whispered more.
Yeah,
Honey
right
boy
there is where it should be something that rhymes with I.
with I should rhyme with I. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so I do have my rhyming song.
Where I kissed you and said goodbye or something, or
Okay. Honey boy, for you I'm yearning. You've got my honey boy. So you've got my head and my heart in as something has to rhyme with boy. Okay, honey boy, for you I'm yearning. You've got my head and my heart in a whirl. Okay.
you make me jump for joy or something. I don't know.
Yeah, that's right. You've got my okay. Oh my God, you just gave me a good word. Ah, but maybe I would have found that in my rhyming stuff anyways. Because I go online and I search for rhyming words and
Ah,
sometimes I get really good ideas from
that's a
but
good idea.
yeah, but it won't be long. Yeah, they have these big repositories of
Ah,
words that rhyme. Have you seen it?
no, I have not. That's a great idea.
Oh yes, and then they have apps too, and I guess they do this for writers, people who are writing, you know,
Wow.
but there's a ton of rhyming words, and you can look for
Uh-huh.
syllable words and phrases and stuff. And
Oh, cool.
sometimes I get really great ideas from that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to pay more attention to where the words rhyme. That's
Yeah.
okay. That's a good one. I didn't see that.
Mm-hmm.
I did not see this, and I have to take it back to. I have to revert to the 2/4 timing. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So one of the things that I think I do is I think I make the songs too long.
Yes, that's one of the things we were going to talk about with
Yeah,
with your
that's true.
song here. Yep.
Yeah, okay. So it's just that I'm trying to add more meat to it for, to meet that
Yeah.
to make my my stuff rise to the level of contestability. And
Right.
and I
So
and I
you add more meat by doing swipes and stuff. You don't add more meat by adding links to the song.
by okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
By putting it. Yeah, I know I have some I have a little more quite a lot more work to do on this one.
Yeah.
I
So and keep looking around too. See if you can find something that's not in 2/4. It might
Oh, you
it
think
might
so?
be it might be easier
Okay.
to do something like that.
Oh,
Maybe.
yeah, well, I'm running out of time. I've already put a lot of time into
Oh
this, but
yeah.
maybe I should do that though. Keep looking around for something else.
Yeah,
Yeah. You think I should look for a 4/4?
probably
Yeah.
4/4 or a 3/4 or something.
Okay. 3/4.
Oh, I see we're in the wrong place here. Okay, there we go. I had all this up and then I had to restart my computer. So it's like, there we go. There's that. I'm gonna put up another one and another one here.
Oh, while we have the call me up of right
Yeah.
there, I'd like to ask you a question about what I did in that arrangement, if I
Okay.
might.
Absolutely. That's what we're gonna be doing here.
Okay.
So let me see where if I can find uh,
Do you have another group of girls that you're working with now?
yes.
You do? You
Well,
started?
no. We didn't start it yet. We have another one waiting for us.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, and it's like, give us a break, give us a break.
Oh, wow. Wow. So there are a lot of women, there are a lot of people who are interested in learning to arrange.
Yes,
And
yes.
when I first started doing this,
Hmm.
I was told, oh, there's so few arrangers.
Well, that's true. Okay, so let me say this. There are a lot of people that are interested to learn how to arrange. It doesn't mean they're all going to become certified arrangers, though.
Oh, well, yeah,
You
I would
know,
not.
so that's a killer. Yeah.
Do you think I should pursue it, Jean? Do you think that I
I
seem promising or not?
Yes, I do think you seem promising, but we have to teach you how to. Some of the things I'm going to teach you today, or go over with you today, might help you, might steer you in the right direction. For example, just like you said, I think my song is too long. Yes, it is.
Oh, yes, it is too long. Yes,
So
I
I'm,
know.
I'm looking for it. Oh, wait, get up here. Here we go. Back. I don't know if mine's in
Because
there.
I didn't know how to abbreviate it. I wanted to make the key change, but I
Mm,
didn't know how to make the key change and then end the song properly without it just seemed like I couldn't find a way to end it.
right. So that's the kind of stuff we're going to talk about. Okay,
Okay,
there it is. Okay,
wonderful.
so let's get
Wonderful.
to
And then I'd also like to get your opinion or your thoughts on when it's appropriate to write an interlude in a song.
when it's
Or
appropriate to write an intro.
to write
Yeah.
it, no, an
Oh,
interlude.
interlude. Oh, okay.
Yes. And
All
I
right.
did not write an intro for this song, but everybody else did.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah. And
your song's really long. You don't need an intro on top of that, but we need to think about. Okay, so usually, have you ever read the music category in the judging category description book?
yes, I did.
Okay.
But I know it's changed. I know things have changed, but I didn't read.
Well, yeah, but the music one hasn't changed that much. I mean, talking about form of the song and stuff.
Right, but I read it a really.
Yeah. So most songs for competition, every song has to have a chorus. That's part is true. But most songs, you can start with the chorus, put a verse in the middle, and then do a second chorus, or you can start with a verse, do the chorus, do a key change, do half a chorus, and a tag. Or you could do an intro and a verse and a chorus, so there, but to do verse, chorus, that makes the song too long.
Mm-hmm.
So when you look at the verse, sometimes when you look at a verse, sometimes the words in the second verse are more appropriate for what you're trying, for the message you're trying to convey. And sometimes it's the first verse. And sometimes you could maybe make a combination, of both verses, whatever's going to set up the song the best. So when we look at the words of this, I'm longing to, and looking at the words of the first verse and the second verse, which ones deliver the message of the song better? For that love far away that we left in the days long ago, hoping to hear the tender whisper. Oh, my ear. Oh, how I miss you so. Okay. You know how the chorus goes. Let's look for the second verse. Uh-huh. Do you know offhand where the second verse starts?
Yeah, it's on page 4, measure 47.
Okay. Oh, there it is. Yeah. I am calling lover, friend from the days of way back when I love it was so very fine. Hear me calling to you with my heart crying so true. Oh, could you still be mine, be mine? So if you could only pick one verse for your song, which one would you pick? The first verse or the second verse?
Uh, I don't know, and that's why it was so difficult because I don't know. I like them both so very much.
Right. Okay. So let's look at the words of the first verse.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm lost today for the love far away that we to the days long ago. So this verse, you're reminiscing. Happy to hear your tender whisper in my ear.
Yeah. Like you're, oh, how I miss you so.
And they
Well,
were in the days gone by. Okay, so the first verse kind of talks about you're reminiscing, right? And
yeah.
in the second verse, I'm calling lover friend from the days of way back when our love was very fine. You hear me calling to you with my heart crying so true. Oh, could you still be mine? So the first verse, you're reminiscing about how great it was back then. And to me, in the second verse, you're calling and saying, hey, you want to get back together? You know, that's the way I look at the message of this.
Uh-huh.
Well, the first one is, gee, I remember how great it was. Take me back to those days because I like to reminisce. Or the second verse is, hey, let's get back together because I remember how it was back then. So, which storyline do you like better?
Uh, well, I feel like the second one brings it forward a little more.
Mm-hmm.
It does bring it forward a little more. But in the first verse, the line, so I am hoping to hear your
Yeah.
tender whisper in my ear.
Yeah.
that, let's see, oh, how I miss you so.
Yeah. Now there you go. You could use those words to do an intro for the song.
Yes, okay.
You know, you don't have to use that melody line. You could use some other kind of melodic line, but you could use those words for your
Right,
intro.
okay, okay. So you're saying verse 2 is actually probably better
Well,
for
and if
verse.
that's the storyline you want to convey, yeah. There's
Okay.
not really one verse that's better than the other. It's whatever direction you want your song to go,
Mhm.
which is personal preference. So you're the arranger. So, but if you like that whisper in the ear part, that'd be perfect, like for an intro.
Well, I do like that, but I also, as I said, I like all of the words that I chose, which is why this ended up so darn long.
Yeah.
But but
But do you see two different stories between the words of the first verse and the second verse?
slightly different because the second verse moves it more into present day. Can we
Yeah.
can we rekindle this thing? Can
Yes. Yeah. And the first one is just more like reminiscing. So,
remedy? Yes.
so do you want the message of this song to be about reminiscing about how great it was back then? Or do you want the song to be, hey, can we get back together again? Because I remember how it was back then.
Oh no, I think that it needs to be the second
Yeah.
one because of the fact in the end of my song, it
Hmm.
the person is the singer is pleading, we didn't know what we had then. Can't we do it?
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
so it really
Yes.
does need to come forward to that position.
Yes. Yes. Good. Yay. So then you have a choice. Okay, so now that you've decided that, um, if you want to use some of the words in the first verse, you can use that for an intro if you want.
For
So then
intro.
you can decide you could do an intro, and then you could do that verse two, and then you could do the chorus. You could do a key change, and then people usually do the last half of the chorus again after the key change, and then
Huh?
go into your tag.
Okay.
So you could do that,
And
or
I think I did the whole chorus, didn't I?
yes, you put in the
Yeah.
whole chorus twice, which also makes it too long. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So, or you could do an intro and then do the chorus first, then do the verse, and then do a key change and go into the second half of the chorus again. So
Mhm.
it's whatever way you want to set it up that's going to make the story flow.
Okay.
So, does that make sense?
Yeah, I think so. I think so.
And then, no matter what song you are arranging, if you're doing it for competition, you want to stick to that kind of a formula. You don't ever want to do like two verses. It just makes it too long. Yeah.
Mhm.
Now, if it's a pop song and you want to use all the verses and it's not for contest, then hey, go right ahead. You know. So what usually happens though? Like we sang a song of Carol Prieto's, "Nothing's Going to Stop Us Now," and it had all the verses in and all the everything. And I'm like, well, okay, everybody's familiar with this. We'll just do it that way. Well, then the next director came in and said this song is too long, so he cut out part of it, and that's what usually ends up happening if you're uh, to fit the barbershop style, even though it's a more modern song. It depends what the song is. But, so that's a good formula thing to think about all the time
Mhm.
for arranging that you don't want to make it. There are only so many ways you can vary it. So you don't want to just, keep adding stuff and making it. You don't want people going, when is this going to be over? you know,
Right. Okay. So I have 98 measures in this thing right here.
yeah,
Right.
it's a bit long.
I recall Judy saying what is the maximum number of measures it really ought to be, and I don't remember what that number is. What do you think max number?
Oh gosh, it could be if it's a ballad. Well, it depends if it's a ballad or an uptune. I don't know. It could be around 64 or 68 or 70 or 72, depending on how long your tag is. I mean, I don't think there's any set number, but if you think about Well, I guess it had to be at least 70 something because if you think a chorus is 32 measures long,
Yeah.
right? And so if you add an intro, even if you add a 4 measure intro to that, that's then 32, 36. And then if you added 4 measure tag, that makes it 40, or sometimes it's an 8 measure everything. So let's say it could be 48. And then if you add a verse to it, that's another 8. So it depends on, if you put a bridge in there, that makes it a little longer. So I don't know that there's any set number. I never heard of that before, but I guess that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think Judy was trying to say a set number. I think
Yeah.
she was trying to throw out kind of an
Yeah.
approximate.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
So let's go through and listen. You have lots of good barbershop here. And then, oh, this is one of the things. After you were done arranging this whole song, did you play it and listen to it? Listen to the computer play it? I mean, that's different than playing it on the
Oh,
keyboard.
I believe I probably did, but
Yeah.
maybe not because I tend to just play it on my keyboard.
Ah,
I tend to
okay.
do that. So there were probably some accidentals that I failed
Yes.
to mark correctly in
Right.
yes. I
And
yes, go
that's
ahead.
why I always have the computer do it because my fingers know what to do, but it doesn't
Right.
mean I wrote it that way. It's
Right.
and so you turn it in and people, they read what's on the music. And if they don't know any better, they don't, if you're an arranger already, you would play that and go, oh, whoa, wait, there needs to be a flat there or a sharp there. But if you're just the average Joe singer in a chorus or quartet, you don't know that. And you're going to sing whatever's on there. So it's really crucial that it's the right stuff,
Mm,
to start with. And that's the kind of stuff you get judged on when you turn in your final arrangement.
mm.
So it's really, you got to be really careful about that.
And do you see specific things here that you want to point out to me?
Yes, yes, a few little places. Okay. So
All right.
what I go by, and yes, I can look at it and see spots, but I use my ear. I use my barbershop ear and I listen. And as I'm listening to it, it's like, oh yeah, it sounds all barbershop. It sounds nice and barbershoppy. And then all of a sudden here there's like this, and then it goes back to barbershop again. So when I hear a place that, makes me go, what? Then I'll go and look at that and say, why did that bother me? Is there is it the wrong chord? Is there a smoother way to make it happen, or something like that? And so that's the first thing I do. I try to listen. Are there spots like that bother me as I'm listening to the whole thing? So we're going to listen, like maybe one page at a time, or if you hear something while you're listening that goes, "Ooh, what happened there?" Or "Ooh," because maybe it sounds hollow there, or "Oh, what happened there?" So let's see. We're going to listen to like the first page. So far, it's very barbershoppy. Yay! So that's really cool. Could you tell that it's barbershoppy kind of feeling, or you
Um,
don't?
well, yeah, except what I did want to ask you though is my embellishment there at measure 8,
Yeah,
where my embellishment ends on a minor 6 there, a tension chord.
yeah,
Is that is that undesirable or is that okay being that, the lyrics of the song are,
yeah.
way off in do you understand what I'm asking?
Yes, yes, I do.
Is that okay or is that not so good?
Well, there's probably a more barbershoppy solution.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I would say there.
Okay.
Let's see. Let me go like this and see. We'll start here.
And it
But
does seem empty in there, very
hmm
empty. Yeah.
yes.
does.
because yeah, so you could feel that kind of. So
Yes.
what could you do to your embellishment to make it sound more barbershoppy? I don't know. So you have
What?
an F sharp minor. Well, and I get it because that's probably what the applied harmony said to do. But you could do something to long ago for the long to make it more barbershoppy, you
Hmm.
know. So that's a spot to look at and say, well, gosh, what could I do? See, you even noticed, oh, it did feel kind of hollow there.
Well,
Yeah.
I did know that, and it bothered me all along.
Ah.
It really did because I and I struggled with that area for a long time because I
Mhm.
wanted to keep it. I wanted to keep it sad and
Uh-huh.
thoughtful and reminisceful, but I don't know. I just couldn't somehow like pull it into a major barbershop, kind of thing. It just seemed
Right.
hard to do that. It just seemed hard to do it at that point.
Right. Oh, I think you have the right chord there on the end of ago. I mean, that
Feel
because I think the music calls for that. So let's see if we go. Oh, or maybe you can make it days that in the days long. Okay, let's see what Judy did to this. Judy, days long ago. I'm thinking. So let's see. I'm going to start at her. I am thinking. She's in a different key though.
Hmm.
Ah, so long ago. Okay, now let's see. No, Judy and I don't compare ours, but we look at each other's when we're done, and it's
Hmm.
amazing how there are so many spots that oh, that's what I did. Oh, that's what I did. So I don't even have an intro on mine.
Oh,
I don't like that there. Oh yeah, see, so um, I left that same chord. You did
uh,
a minor seventh chord there. So what did I do here? I did ba-da-da-ba.
that's a diminished there, isn't it? A
Yeah,
diminished.
yeah, yeah. So maybe a diminished right there wouldn't sound so hollow, maybe.
Right, right.
So my point is like the last chord you ended on. Well, now let's get back in this key now. Let's see now. So um I would maybe do a seventh chord there, go somewhere else and come back to the seventh chord. Oh, you didn't
Hmm.
do, because it made it sound more barbershoppy, you know?
Yeah, it's got a modern sound in there.
Yes. And so you want it to be as square barbershop as it can possibly be for a
Mhm.
competition song, especially for this assignment of turning it in, They want
Yeah.
to hear that you know how to create strong barbershop. Yeah. Okay. So we're going to go on from there. Oh, wait, we're going to do this one now. Now that sounded funny to me right there.
That sounded what?
That sounded not so barbershoppy on ear it,
Hmm.
going into that. So let's see. I'm going to play that part again now. Right there sounded fun. Okay, so was this supposed to be tied, or was this supposed to be some words in there that you forgot to put in there, or
Is it
like
supposed to be what?
in measure 12?
Yeah.
So they're going ear, ear, or is that supposed to be tied? Or were they saying other words?
Oh, you know, I don't know what happened there because I think it should I think it was a swipe that I intended that didn't get completed. Because what I
Ah,
had meant to do was have I meant to invert the base and the berry on that
okay.
the
On the
second one.
second one?
Yes.
Okay. Okay,
And
let's do that and see what it sounds like then.
but then yeah, I meant to do like half notes at the first. Half notes.
Oh,
I meant it to follow the timing of the tenor there.
oh, okay. All right. We can do that. Let me fix that then. Do that. Oopsie. I want that. I want this one. And then these are half notes in too, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, and then it's going to be a quarter note, huh?
Yes.
Okay.
Right. I don't know how that happened. Here.
Oh, what did I do? Oh, because that needs to be. I know. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Okay. So we want that to be a quarter note and a rest. Okay. Oh, shoot. I keep pushing the wrong button. There we go. So this would probably then be something like this. All right.
Yes.
Okay.
That's
Now let's
better.
let's go back and listen to that. Okay. So you have the right idea, but it sounds backwards to me. I want to show you something. Let's see. So I think I have different words, but you can hear the chords. Okay. So, and you did, let's see. Oh, I guess it's different chords. Let me see what Judy did.
Hmm.
Let's see. Oh, she did the same thing on clear, although your word was ear. I'm not worried about the words. Talk about the chords. It's the same
Mhm.
measure, you know. So her measure went like that. Okay.
Oh, I can't hear you now, Jean. You're muted. Here,
I went. Thank you. I went up to click a button and it did bump that. Sorry. I should hide that so I don't bump it again. Hold on. There we go. All right. So anyway, what I was saying was when uh, I wrote in here what the implied harmony chords were that were given to us, which
Mhm.
is C7, D minor, C7, D minor. But that's not what I did there. Because my barbershop ear heard A7, A7, A7 to D minor. I heard, um, and it was interesting that Judy did kind of the same thing, but she used, if I can find it, I'll walk in. Oh, it went too far. Here it is. So she used, and then she used the A7 here, but we both did the same thing on that measure.
Mhm.
And we went, da, 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 and the next one is a G7 there. So that flows right into it.
Mhm.
And then, but yours sounds, I don't know, a little more awkward to me. So let me see if we can, wish we didn't have to jump the page. So I think it might be because I think, oh, the C sharp minor, which is the chord you have, that I think it would be stronger if the bass was on the root of the C sharp minor chord.
Mhm. Oh, yes. Yeah.
Yeah, and you did finally put them on the root by the time they got over here,
Yeah,
but it was,
which is why I think I swiped it up there because I
yeah,
wanted to get it off the G. And
yes.
I wanted to get it off the G, but here's the problem. I didn't want to write the basses on the low C sharp because
No,
it's
but
too
right.
low.
You can put them on this C sharp. That's what we did.
Oh, okay. And you did it by lifting it first.
Yeah,
First and then pulling it back down. Yeah.
well, so all we did is we did a regular C sharp minor chord here going. So, well, let me show you, then we can undo it if you want to. So it did, the bass was on the C sharp. And stayed there, kind of tied like that. Or I would make it a dotted, yeah. Wait a minute, probably would make it a, and then the swipe would be the tenor would make it be so cool. So that there'd be two C sharps because we'd put the tenor up here. Oops, get it in the right layer. Yeah. And then do the little that
Mhm.
makes this yeah, so we don't need this one. We could go, oh yeah, you don't need that anymore, do you? There we go. So there still is a swipe, but let's listen to this one. I'm gonna back it up over to here. So I don't know. What do you think?
Oh, that's definitely better. Uh,
Yeah.
it's definitely better. Can uh, can you scroll up so that I can see what's the preceding chord?
Before that,
Oh, yeah.
before here, yeah. The trouble is, okay, wait. I'm gonna cheat and put this over here, even though it might be squishy. We'll at least be able to hear what's happening. Okay. So look, we can put it right there like that, and I could do like this. Um, yeah. So I
Okay.
might, yeah. So I might maybe switch it around. Keep. Oh, wait, I'm in the wrong key. Oh, and then do switch and put the, and then what is they on? No. La, da, da. I would make the tenor go up to a B a little bit sooner. So it could be like a, or something. Well, that's because you used a different chord there.
Yeah, I missed so much of what you said because
Oh
I guess
shoot.
our
It
internet
keeps,
connection, when you started playing your keyboard, it was just all messed
oh
up.
yeah, you can't hear the keyboard. Yeah.
So I don't understand I think what you were saying there is that in the preceding measure 11, perhaps
Yeah.
it could have been arranged so that it would flow up to measure 12 better because we've got everybody going up at the same time.
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
right. So
So
yeah, I understand.
yeah, so you could have the tenor jump up to a B here, or something, or to make it a smoother flow up there. Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay, okay. So now I'm going to back it up, and then we're going to listen to right here. Oh, how I miss you so. So I'm going to back up to this page a minute. Well, maybe it won't let me. Come on, get over there. There we go. Okay, so what about that? Oh, I'm thinking about the O. That's the other one that got me and went, well, oh,
You know, I don't know how this happens, but this is not exactly the score that I have in my
ah,
book that I submitted to you. I don't know how that is because what I have in my book right here,
right.
whole chord there, not just the
Oh, good. Yay.
there. No,
Oh,
what I have
yeah.
in my book here has C sharp in the bass
Uh-huh.
and an E for the berries and the G sharp followed by G sharp and an A sharp. Yeah,
Yes.
I have
So,
a full chord there.
okay. Oh, that makes me feel so much better because I couldn't figure out why it did that.
No
Okay.
idea.
So I don't know, I don't think it gets shuffled or whatever through the internet when you change it. I think probably it it was somehow did. So that's why it's so important that the computer plays it, not just you play it,
And
because
and
then
I and
you would
I think
go
I'm
ahead.
sorry. I think sometimes what happened, Jean, was that I try to save every version of my work as I move
Ah,
along to document that I arranged this thing. So, like each one I save and I try to give it a little bit of a different name. And I
yes.
think on occasion I sent you the wrong
Oh,
file that was my final,
oh, that could be. Okay,
because
so
with
do you have another version of this? Do you have
well,
a later dated version?
well,
How do you label those to make them the so that you know which is which? Do you say call me back Palomine 2 and then 3 and then 4, or you put a date on it, or what?
well, um, I'm not consistent. I'm not consistent, and I'm going to be much more consistent. And I started being much more consistent following Abby's little tip about how she throws in the date all the time. Although the file creation has a date on it as
Yeah,
well.
yeah,
Um,
but that's hard to look at sometimes. Putting the
it is,
date right in the title really helps. Yeah.
yes. So I've implemented that practice
Oh, good
as of just a
idea.
few weeks ago. But it's not that much different, but I certainly didn't I would not have left it like that either. That's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Yeah, so that's I'll
It's
tell
a
you
rub
that that
to prove.
stumps us. That really stumps us because we're like, Elizabeth is really good, and then she has some kind of clunker like that, and we
No,
don't get it, you know.
I
And
wouldn't have no.
yeah, yeah. So really, this is supposed to be a half note like the rest of that, right?
Well, I have the bass, see the bass and the berry notes.
Right. Uh-huh.
I take that rest out, and then the bass and the berry would be half notes.
Right. Very
Yeah.
good. All right. That's what it should be. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I have in the page that I'm looking at here.
Yeah. Okay, so have you ever done this? What you should do is have the computer play it while you're looking at your page, that you have.
Hmm.
and listen to one part at a time. Do you know how to listen to one part at a time?
Oh, I used to, but I don't, I guess I don't,
It's really kind of simple. If you
okay,
go to
tell me.
Score Manager, and then I'm gonna say if I just want to listen to the lead line, and the lead is in layer 2 in the treble clef, then I would just put a dot there. That means solo. That means you're only going to hear the lead part now. So when you start somewhere, you only hear the lead playing. So you can very easily change that up here every time. So if now I'm going to just listen to the tenor, I'm going to put a solo right there, but
Hmm.
but not, then take that one away. Then I'll hear just the tenor part. And so then you do the same thing in the bass clef, because so now I can take that away and I'm going to close that up and I'm going to open up the bari bass, and I can do the same thing and just play whatever layer the bari is in, and then you can hear just the bari part. Because the reason I'm asking that, so if you were watching your paper and then all of a sudden there was a rest right there that wasn't in your paper, it would be easy to catch it,
Sure.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So I think I have to tell you, when I'm done with a song, I proofread it like 50 billion times. I listen to the whole thing and and see what the overall, is. If I hear something that sounds funny to me, then I fix that. Then I'll go through and listen to um, just one line and follow it and see, is this what I really meant? You know, or if there might be, baritones can sing just about anything, crazy jumps and stuff. But sometimes there's something in there that's really wacko that they can't get at all. So then, then I'm going to try to revoice the chord so it'll be a little bit easier. I do that with every part. Then I'll play all 4 parts while I sing the whole lead line. Well, that's already given, so that shouldn't be too bad, right? Then I'll play all 4 parts while I sing the tenor line. And then, I do that with each part. I'll play all 4 parts and sing the baritone all the way through. I'll play all 4 parts and sing the bass line all the way through. Because doing that, if I know that, like I'm a pretty good sight reader, and if I stumble over something, having trouble, what is that interval right there? Then I know, oh boy, I better go back and make something easier to sing. So I proofread it a zillion times like that. Then when I'm all done with that, I'll play all 4 parts again to see, do I still hear anything that sounds hollow or clunky? Or there are many times when I did a tie and you want the tie note to also be the accidental, but if you don't enter it that way on the computer, it won't play that way,
Hmm.
that kind of stuff. And I think that's if I would, well, I wouldn't really call it weak. If you had a weak link in your arranging, I would say that was it. Proofreading it better, you,
Hmm.
you know, and
Hmm.
that's tedious and time consuming, but so very important when you're going to turn in a final project.
Okay.
Because even now you're saying, well, that's not what I wrote on there, and yet that's what was turned in. You know,
Yes.
so you
Yes.
you have to be so careful about that.
Yes. Yeah.
And then
Okay.
the final thing I do too, it's like, if I'm going to now email this to somebody, because this is my final thing, I email it to myself first and open up the attachment to make sure
Right.
I have the right one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good
Which
idea.
is just another proof thing. Yeah.
Good
Because
idea.
I've screwed that up many times too.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm. Okay. I think I did that on multiple occasions, honestly. And
Yeah.
and then, and then as we went through my work, I said to myself, you know, I didn't want to waste time in the class, so
Yeah.
I just kind of let it go. I,
Yeah.
yeah, all right.
which is exactly why we're having a session like this. Because every person, all five of you, you each have a weak link. And it's hard to get to everybody's weak link in that big long session when it's the whole group. So that's why we felt it was important to get one more single session, solo session. Yeah.
Okay, well, that's easy to fix. I just have to spend more time
Yes.
being more careful. And I think honestly, I think it's because I'm so distracted with so much.
Oh yes, it's your life. I get it. It's like, oh my God, I got this done. Let's just send it in. Yes. And you've done that. Yep. Yeah.
Yes.
And
Yes.
it's okay. But I think for this, especially for this final project, it's really important that you do that, because in our last group that we had two people that missed it by like 1 or 2 points. And had they done this proofreading stuff, they may have caught some of those mistakes. Because when we play it, it's like, well, that's not what they usually do.
I thought we weren't going to be graded on this last one.
Well, you actually it's evaluated, and you have to maybe that was, I think you have to have a minimum score of whatever the score is to become an approved arranger. And and that, we gave you that thing of all the descriptors, and we gave you that key that said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, song selection. They can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, And so, but the ones I'm talking about that miss it by 1 and 2 points is they then took that song and applied for a scholarship, and they missed it just by a couple of points because because of their lack of detail in proofreading it. Yeah, which is a biggie.
So I'm not alone in that one.
Yeah, yeah. So
Yeah.
I think that's one of your weaknesses, because what you do is really good, and I would listen to all my swipes and say, do they feel barbershoppy? Just like you noticed, well, that one sounded kind of hollow. Okay, so keep the same idea, come up with a different chord, and see if you can make it feel more barbershoppy.
Mm-hmm.
So
I think I struggled very, very hard to keep the implied chord.
Yeah.
I was reluctant, very, very reluctant to change the implied chord.
Right.
Perhaps I should have changed the implied chord to make it more conforming to the barbershop style.
Yeah.
Rather
yeah.
in a modern direction, just to keep the chord.
Right, right. So I've been guilty of that too. And my very first thing I would do is I would follow the implied harmony. And then when I played it, then it's like, well, that doesn't sound very barbershop right there. I'm going to change it to make it sound more barbershoppy, So you're going through the right steps. And I think it's good that you force yourself to follow the implied harmony, because that's a step in the process. And because I've worked with arrangers that have no clue what that is and wanted to be creative and went way off the deep end. It's like, well, those chords don't even make harmonic sense, but because they're trying to be creative,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So it's an important step that you know how to follow the implied harmony. Then listen to the whole thing and say, are there any spots that could sound more like barbershop? Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So I love I love what you did to change up the rhythms, and how you threw in some triplets and stuff. That was very cool. Yeah. Very nice.
I'm glad you like that. Thank you.
Yeah. So you have wonderfully creative ideas. And so yeah, just listen and make it all sound so very barbershoppy. Yeah. And maybe then, and I would make it be square barbershop for something like this. Then if you want to change it later, you could.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's see. In looking at the tag, where does the tag start? Oh, you said you didn't mark it. That's okay. Let me see. So there's a pattern that you could follow. Like you said, I don't even know where to. So if you do the second time you do the chorus, most people just do half of the chorus the second
Mhm.
time around, and then go into a tag. And so, and most of the time, it makes more sense to do the second half of the chorus instead of the first half of the chorus, right? Although
Mhm.
there have been some creative ideas where they used the second half of the chorus, but used the first half of the lyrics because it flowed into whatever they were doing at the end. So that
Mhm.
there is that possibility. And then don't make this. I didn't even check that part. When you do this chorus a second time, do it a little fancier, or you can how should I say, you can stray from the melody a little bit, to give it some kind of lift or build.
Mhm.
Have you heard arrangements do that? Where the
Mhm.
second time around, it's like a little bit more.
And another thing I've seen that is a little bit annoying to me as a singer
Uh huh.
is to see the second time to have different embellishments.
Yeah.
And then the singer gets confused. Oh, does it go this way this
Oh
time or
yeah.
that?
Yes.
You know,
Yeah.
oh my gosh.
Oh yes. Oh
I don't think
yes.
that is necessarily a good idea.
I might change the last one going into the tag or something, but or
Uh-huh.
if it's the same chords, but they go up instead or something, or if it's building to the climax. Yes, that is so confusing to a singer. Yeah, that really is. But I get that they're trying to make it different than the first time around. But
Yeah.
there are other ways to make it different. Like let's see that. Wait, I'm thinking of the melody. Hold on. Or something instead of just something a little bit different, but mostly towards the tag. I can't remember how the melody goes, but right there at the end, you could do or something on two measures or something, to make it be a little bit different that would go into the tag. So
I think
that's,
I kind of tried to do that at measure 84 there.
yeah,
Little.
that's what I was going to look at and see. Let's see now. Maybe we'll pick it up here. Oh, wait, we don't have all four parts. I went up there and switched that, didn't I? Take that away. Now we can have all four parts again. Okay, I'm going to start back here. So right here, it's a G9. You can leave out
Mhm.
the you have five notes. So what's the rule? You can leave out the root, or you can leave out the
The fifth. And
right.
I should have had the root there. Or no, the fifth. Sorry.
Yes, yes. Could you hear how that sounded? A little uh, funny. I don't know, funny if it's a word, but it caught my ear. So if I go back to here, or we could, if we made the da, dee, da, da. Now let's listen to that again.
Mm.
Yeah, is that better?
Mhm. Yeah. And the charms. The
Ah,
charms.
good
Charm.
job. What can you do with charms? Just revoice it.
Make it a 7th.
Yes, right on. See, your ear is working for you. So we would put the bass on the D.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're going to put the baritone on the F. All right, now I think we're going to like it better.
Mm-hmm.
Does that sound more barbershoppy? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so before we go into the tag, how about right here? We have some parallel octaves between
Mm-hmm.
the bass and the lead. Was that done for effect? Or, I mean, did you do that? You wanted to do that on purpose? Or, because sometimes you can do stuff for effect.
No, it's been so long, I really don't recall
Yeah.
my thought process. I'm sorry, Jean, I don't.
Oh, that's okay.
But you're right, it's hollow because
Yes.
it's just a triad.
Yes, it's hollow.
Yes.
So what if you just did a dip down and dip back? So what if you did, to keep it more barbershoppy? Da 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 da. So let's see if it'll.
Yes. Right.
Yeah. So you know what I mean, right?
Yes, I do.
Mm.
Yes.
So I'm not going to switch it right now, but that would, yeah. So you caught it. You noticed it was hollow. Yay! That's the biggest stumbling block, to be able to hear it. Good job. Okay, so I'm not going to fix that right now, but that's what we're going to talk about. Let's keep going here. All right. So you have all this. What do you think about that tag? I'm going to say something, but you can say something first. So you have to look for this kind of stuff. When you sing through one line at a time, you might, when you would sing it, you would go, oh, that's lover, but I forgot the slur, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
That's the kind of stuff to prove. Yeah.
First of all, going back to let's go back to measure 91.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I think maybe
Yeah, it's up
91.
there.
Where is
Down
91?
here. There it is.
Yes, right. I probably should have had the bass on the D on
Ah.
the end there.
Mm-hmm. Right on. I'm going to move it up so it's beside this. Oops, I went the wrong way. I'm back. Oh, shoot. It's a good thing we have undo. I was going to try to put 91 up there. So they're together here.
Right. Okay. How did you move that up?
Okay, so you go to the selection tool.
Uh-huh.
All right. And you can only do it on the measures on the end of the the end of the line.
Okay.
So what I did undo, because 91 is the last measure on this page.
Mm-hmm.
And I just click. You don't even have to click both staffs, both staves, I should say. Yes. So I wanted to go. So if 92 continued on this same page, I want to move this down to the next line, right? Even though it jumps to the next page. So I'm going to I push the down arrow on my computer keyboard, and it makes it go to the next line.
It does. Okay.
Yeah. So there it is up there.
Okay.
And then if I wanted to go back where it was, I mean, I could do an undo, but if I wanted to go back up to the former line, then I push the up arrow.
Okay.
Okay, does that make sense?
It does. Yeah,
Yeah.
it does. Okay.
Okay, so I'm
So,
going to put it up there so we can see it. Yeah.
right. So I should have probably voiced the bass on the D there.
Yes, right
Yeah.
here. That's it. There's that hollow thing again, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, your ear caught it. Oop. Oh,
Okay.
shoot. Keep going too fast here. Yeah. So if we started there, let's see. Oh, so there was something there that didn't sound too barbershoppy. Let's see. Oh, I know what caught my ear. That there's the tenor and the bass are parallel octaves again, which makes it sound
Mhm.
funny to me. So if I start here, right. Wow. Yeah. So I would come up with a different way to voice that. So they're not both doing the same thing. So do you see how they're parallel? Oh the gosh, they got three in a row. A C D A C D, right?
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So maybe you could do D C A or something. Make him go contrary motion,
Mm-hmm.
something like that to make it different. You know, it's not that the chords you use are bad, but it's just parallel. So if when you have that, there are lots of times you can make it go in contrary motion because if the second note, this could be ACD, this could be DCA, and
A, okay, wait. What could be what? Say that again.
okay, so uh, this one went from low to high. I'm going to make this one go from high to low. So I'm going to flip the bass notes around, which means it's going to interfere with the bari. But if I put this here, then I don't even know if that's going to be the right answer for this spot. But who knows? I can try it and see. So, that may not work here. Because where can the bari go? D, F, A. Let's see what that sounds like. I don't know. Oh, shoot. I always push the wrong button. Go back to that page. Where was it? There it is. Okay. That didn't work either. But anyway,
Yeah.
you want to do something that goes in opposite directions, you know, or you could do it on two of the notes or something. Because I think what you need to do is have you could have the
Maybe I should go back into measure 92 and voice everything higher to begin with, because
yeah,
that's my big struggle, was that I was trying to get everybody up to
yes,
that, that chord there, the G7
yes,
at measure 94, and I worked at that endlessly.
yes, yes. But that's the right approach. Yeah, if it doesn't work, back it up a measure, back it up a measure. Here's a
Yeah.
place where you could maybe change the melody, but because it's the last time around and it's going into the tag.
I think I did change the melody there anyways.
Try again, try again or something. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So those are some different ideas,
Mm,
on what to
okay.
do there. Yeah. Okay. So
Uh-huh.
you have all this fancy rhythms and fancy chords, and then you get here and it seems too simple for the rest of the song to match
Mhm.
the rest of the song. So let's see, what can we hear? Or even if you did sweet pal of mine, sweet pal of mine, or something, did a little echo thing or something to make it be more of a barbershop ending. Because here's another thing, you have parallel fifths. That's another thing that we want to try to avoid if possible. Sometimes it can't help it because of the melody, but we have B flat to F, it's parallel fifths here, and then they both move up and it's still parallel fifths, and then they both move down and it's still parallel fifths.
Mm-hmm.
And so that makes for a weak barbershop ending. Okay. Mm. Pal of mine, or something, Or
Or
if you want, if you
what if
want
I
to,
revoiced this the C7
okay,
to be put the bass on a G?
okay.
G, E, B flat, C.
Oh shoot, pushed the wrong button again. But I was on that note. I guess it wasn't. Okay,
So give a
then
little Chinese seventh there. Is that what that's called? Chinese seventh?
yeah.
Yeah.
So the baritone's going to be on. What'd you say? E.
The baritone would be on an E. Yeah.
Okay.
Break up those parallel fifths.
Right. Exactly. So this one's going to be a C now, right?
Yeah. And then you're saying I probably need even a little more in the end there.
Well, if you did something like this, it wouldn't be quite so bad. I don't think. Let's see. Yeah, even that's better.
Mhm.
But so are you? What kind of a tag did you want? Did you want oh, my lungs? Did you want a high tag or did you want a soft, gentle ending? Which
No,
kind of?
high tag. High tag.
Okay, okay. So then you could do sweet pal. Uh, let's see. No, something contrary would make more. Yeah, but this kind of a chord at the end, it'd be better to have the lead on the C. You could do like a high chord, like ba 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 ba.
A high triad, you mean?
Yeah,
Just an F-A-C-F?
yeah.
Yeah.
So you could do something like that. But again, time try again, again. Please call me back, my lover. Sweet pal of mine, sweet pal of mine.
Uh-huh.
Something like that, which sounds more barbershoppy. So it could be a tenor hanger, it could be a lead hanger, it could be a bass hanger, but a lot of these, it's a tenor hanger.
Uh-huh.
Sweet pal, sweet, sweet pal. Something like that would make it be an up tag and it would be such good square barbershop. Does
Mm-hmm.
that make sense?
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Mm. Okay.
So I hope some of the things we've gone over today will help you as you go along. You know, the biggest part is, the proofreading over and over and over, inside out and backwards, and listening for spots that feel funny or sound hollow or don't sound so barbershoppy. And what can you do to make it sound more barbershoppy? So, because your ideas are so wonderfully creative, the way you do that. And so, yeah, listen for non-barbershop spots that could be yummier, I guess. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So do you have any other kind of questions you want to ask?
Oh, I have probably a ton of questions, but
Okay.
I don't know what they are.
Ah, yes. You don't know what you don't know until you get there, huh?
Right off the bat, I don't know what they are
Yeah.
right off the bat, Jean.
Mm-hmm. But it's been so fun to watch you grow and develop, because over the times your stuff was getting better and better and better. And so I always hear I always hear you say, "Well, I'm going to I'm going to try this, but I don't know. I'm not sure if that's the right thing to do or not." So when you have a spot that feels that way to you, come up with something different. Because if you're feeling, "I'm not sure if that's going to be allowed or not," then the answer is probably there's a better solution. Okay.
Okay.
Because you have good instinct. So when you're saying to yourself, "Well, I'm not sure if that's going to fly or not," then there's probably, most of the times when you have said that over all of our classes, we have found a stronger solution. Yeah. So go ahead and look for a stronger solution. Yeah. Great.
Okay.
So if you have any questions along the way, go ahead and email me and ask the questions. And the biggest thing I can do is say, I can either answer the question or I can say, "I'm sorry, I can't answer that for this final project,"
Right, right.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, all right. So, do I correctly hear you tell me that I really probably ought to look for a different song than the
Oh,
Honey Boy?
probably.
I'm hearing that, huh?
Yeah,
Right.
probably. But I know
Okay.
you've spent a lot of time on that. Let me check with I'll check with Kay and ask her about a 2/4 thing. We'll ask the music judges. I don't know. See, because when a music judge listens to it, they don't hear whether it's in 2/4 or 4/4 or cut time. They just
Mhm.
hear the overall length of the song. And
Yes.
and so it feels like it's short. Even though if it was in 2/4, it would still be 32 measures. When it's sung, it feels like 16 measures, which makes it feel like only half done. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And so you
Hmm.
don't want to give them that kind of feeling.
Okay. Let me ask you this, Jean.
Mm-hmm.
The song that we choose, does it have to be something that nobody else has arranged before?
Um, I, I don't, I don't think that's a prerequisite.
Mm-hmm.
It might be, it might be to your advantage to find one that no one's arranged,
Mm-hmm.
because the big fear is you're going to just do what the other arranger did. And so is that really your work, or you do it that way because that's the way you've heard everybody sing that song,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, kind of a thing. That's why I try to stay away from them. But
I haven't been in barbershop long enough
oh, to know, yeah.
even know. Like, I'm asking my director, have you ever seen, like I asked her the other day, have you seen an arrangement for Up, Up and Away in My Beautiful Balloon?
Ah,
Yeah, my quartet did that years ago.
uh-huh.
Hearing it on the radio or on my device over here
Right,
now.
right, exactly. Up and
Thinking
away.
there's enough meat in that song. That's a meaty song, really.
Yeah, yeah, that would be fun.
But somebody arranged it already. But if I hadn't asked her that, I wouldn't have known.
Right. But you could still, if you hear that in your head, go ahead and arrange it. You know, it's not something you're going to turn into. If you like what you hear, then just go ahead and arrange it.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
I'd have to get rights for it. I'd have to
yeah. Are you familiar with the Shawnee Press thing that called Arrange Me?
I have, I have, and I'm reluctant though to sign up for that because I don't know what I'm signing up for.
Oh, well, you
Make
don't
it
have. There's a list you can look at.
a what? A list,
A
right?
list of songs that so if you like, say if you like Up and Away, go on there and see if that song is on the list.
Mm-hmm.
Because if it is, then it doesn't, it hardly costs anything to get the license for it. It's
Yeah.
fiddly
Okay.
poo. You know, I don't even know how much it is, but it's
Have
very
you
cheap.
signed up with it?
I don't have enough arrangements to even put something on there. So I haven't, but Kay uses that a lot. A lot of arrangers do. And um, you know, the farther we go into this, the more Hal Leonard is refusing to give a license for it, which is why they started this Arrange Me page. And there are song titles on there that if your song title is on there, then you can go through them to get the licensing instead of waiting for 6 or 8 months and paying hundreds of dollars. It's only, I don't know what it is, if it's $40 or 30, or I don't know what it is, because I haven't put one on there yet. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so look and see if it's on there, like, which means it's been cleared that you can get the license through them. You can,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Okay. Well,
Melissa, my daughter was in a quartet, and they wanted, I forget the song they wanted to sing. And I said, well, contact the arranger. Well, the arranger had died. And so, but they loved the song. And so was, sometimes when the arrangers die, somebody else takes over their arrangements, so that people can still order it. And so they said, but this one, the license has expired. Do you mind if we put it on Arrange Me? Oh, yeah, sure, go ahead. You know, so they paid the $40 or whatever it was to put it on Arrange Me, and you buy 4 copies, which cost $12 or something, or I don't even know what the prices are, but dirt cheap, you know. So sometimes you have that too.
mm-hmm. Yeah. So I don't have to just keep looking in the public domain stuff, right?
Well, no, it's just safer because you wouldn't have to get a license and all that stuff.
Yes. Yeah.
And a lot of the public domain songs lend themselves to the barbershop style. That's the biggie. That's the
I
big
know, but
thing.
they're so damn corny.
Well, I'm sure they are. Yep. If you can modernize them a little bit, it wouldn't be so bad. Like Up and Away is such a fun song to do, but it's not really a contest song. Only has like 3 chords in it or something, or so so that you got to look into that too. So
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
um, so go ahead and ask questions, and we can say, sorry, can't answer that, or yes, we can answer it, or give you a clue or something.
Okay, here's my next question. When is the thing due?
Okay, that's what I so um I think I told you that Judy and I split everybody up, and she took some and I took some. So you're the
Okay.
last one to get done doing the extra hour thing. So
Okay.
now that so Kay told me to report to her when everybody was finished with that, and then she would decide. So I'm gonna send her an email today, and that says, okay, we're all done now. And originally she had said May 1st. Oh, it's competition. Okay, maybe May 15th. Well, maybe now she'll say June 1st. I don't know.
So is she going to send me an email letting me know when it's due, or
Oh,
will I hear
yeah,
from you?
yeah. Somebody will send it. Whether Kay sends it to everybody, or she might send it to me and say send it to everybody. You know, somebody will let you know. Yeah.
Okay.
Right. As it stands right now, it was May 15th, but I think it might even get pushed back further now. So
Okay. Okay.
yeah.
All right. Well, I hope it gets pushed back further because I have to look for a new song.
Ah! And I will ask her about that 2/4 thing, and I'll ask Jan too. She's a music judge too, And so, do you have sheet music for that? Oh, honey girl. Oh, honey
Um,
boy.
yeah, I have a yeah, I do have something.
All right. Can you send that to me? I don't care if you like take a picture on your phone of every page and send it like that or something,
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
and this so then we could ask them about that. Yeah.
I downloaded it from one of the libraries, one of the repositories, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's a photograph.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
uh yeah, it's not like a great copy.
Right.
It's not a
So,
great. Okay. All right.
all right. I hope this has been helpful. And it's good to talk to you again.
Thank you
And
so much. Thank you so
you
much.
are very welcome and good luck with all your stuff. Uh,
Thank you.
it's only going to, oh, it's just going to get more complicated and more overwhelming. I get it. Oh, man.
So, in terms of what I choose to do in the future here,
Uh-huh.
I'm not sure what I'm gonna do just
Right.
because of what's facing me in life, right now.
Absolutely. Right. That makes total sense. Yep.
Uh,